let it, next up, okay.
I had what I thought was a cute dancing clip right here, but I keep getting copyrighted, so just imagine that there's music playing right here, and I'm dancing to it, and it's super cute, and yeah, that's just me being silly. Okay, great, bye.
Hello friends, and welcome to today's video. I don't do very many freezer meals, and that's because I work from home, I'm at home, I don't see the need for it. I mean, sometimes I'll like triple the chili and freeze half of it, or like when I'm making chicken pot pie, I'll triple the filling and freeze it, so it's an easy dinner for later. But I've never done your standard freezer meal. However, today we are going to be doing 5 of the easiest freezer meals I could find that I knew my kids would like. And let me tell you why I'm doing it. My mom is watching my kids for like 11 days while Dave and I take our trip to the Dominican Republic. And I texted her and I was like, hey mom, what do you want to do? Do you want easy freezer meals? Do you want to cook? Because my mom really enjoys cooking, but I know she's got a lot going on right now. And she was like, I want the easiest thing possible. Easy freezer meals, hot dogs, frozen pizza. And I was like, mom, you got it. So we're gonna put together 5 of the freezer meals for her right now. I also have frozen pizzas. I also have hot dogs and buns. And I also have taco soup and chili, totally cooked and finished, that I froze half of and stuck in the freezer. So we already have a good amount, but we're gonna add to it a little bit more. So we're gonna put together these 5 freezer meals as fast as possible because I wanna move on to other stuff. Okay, I wrote the instructions on the front of it so she knows what to do. So this first one is going to be cube steaks with gravy, and you can cook it either in the Instant Pot or in the crock pot. So I put crock pot on here because the Instant Pot kind of scares my mom and I haven't been able to coach her through it yet. We're just gonna mix up the ingredients in this bag, dump the cube steaks in, and we'll be good to go. So I saw this trick somewhere. I don't have one of those cool holder thingies, so I'm just putting it over a pitcher. So I have about 1 cup of pureed onion. It was 2 super small onions I just put in my food processor. I feel like I might cry really soon. 2 cups of some high quality H2O. Got half a cup of soy sauce. I believe mine is the low sodium one, which I think is totally fine. I should start buying this in bigger containers because I'm going through it quickly lately. Okay, half a cup of soy. 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire. I don't know how to say it. How do you say this? Kind of smush it all together and hopefully no one gets mad at me. I'm supposed to do 2 teaspoons of minced garlic, but I don't really want to mess with fresh garlic, so we're doing powdered garlic. I'm gonna do about 1 teaspoon because it's super strong. 2 tablespoons of beef bouillon. I have the powder stuff. 1 tisp of salt. And of course, a dash of pepper. Let's give that a little stir, just to kind of mix it all together, and then we'll add the cube steak and we're done. Okay, this recipe calls for 6 cube steaks, but I pulled out 8 because I only had 8 left and I figure why not use them up, right?
I had music going during this part right here. I was listening to Teeth by 5 Seconds of Summer, and don't forget to wash your hands, guys.
Okay, that's all there is to this one. So my mom's just gonna dump it in the crock pot, cook it on low for 6 hours. At the end of the 6 hours, she'll just add a cornstarch water, a little zhuzh to make the gravy. Serve it with some mashed potatoes and some greens on the side. I have some frozen veggies in the freezer for her. Easy peasy dinner. 1 down, 4 to go. Next up, we are going to make shredded beef fajitas.
I'm making fajitas.
This one is so stinking easy. I mean, all of these are easy, but this is really easy. I'm gonna put this chuck roast, it's basically still mostly frozen, into this bag, and then add a bunch of stuff. So let's get going. Into the bag it goes. Please fit, please fit, please fit. Ooh, I don't know. What if I spin it sideways? Okay, I might have to cut part of that off. Okay, I got it in sideways, and the piece I cut off, I could just throw on top like that. It's a lot of hand washing going on in this video. Okay, I've got 1 red bell pepper. I put it in a bowl so it stands up nicely.
It's all working out.
Got a 15-ounce can, well, 14.5 of diced tomatoes. There we go. They want 1 cup of beef broth. Okay, they're asking for garlic again, so we're just gonna do a drizzle of this. shredded onion, but I'm out of onion, so we're gonna use dehydrated onion. We're gonna do this one instead. Probably a good amount because it's supposed to be like a whole onion. Now the really fun part. We're gonna add chorizo in this. That's really going to take it over the top. And so I don't have to wash my hands again. I'm putting gloves on this time because that's gonna get real old real fast. I'm just gonna kind of chunk it into some smaller pieces so it's not just one big lump. Of course, so this is going to go into the crock pot or the Instant Pot. Like I said, my mom's probably gonna do the crock pot, so we're gonna put it on high for 5-ish hours or so, then see if she can shred it. Basically, you wanna cook it until it's shreddable, and then you're gonna shred it up and then serve it alongside the tortillas and lettuce and whatever else you like to serve with your fajitas. And don't worry, I'm gonna order all of those things on probably the Walmart grocery pickup right before I leave, so my mom can also have all of the fresh ingredients that go with everything. This is what this one looks like. This one's very full, but I think I can still close it. There we go. Number 2. Next up, we have a pesto tortellini bake. So this is gonna be straight from freezer to oven. You can use those foil disposable ones, but I have a couple of these like metal ones, and so I figured why not just use these and I don't have to go buy anything. Okay, we're gonna mix everything in this big bowl. I have 1 package of frozen cheese-filled tortellini, 19 ounces, so slightly more than a pound. 1 large jar of Alfredo sauce and a 1/2 cup of pesto. I got this one on clearance. So we're gonna add maybe not quite all of that, but a lot of it. 2 cups of shredded chicken. If you would like to add chicken, if you're a vegetarian, leave this part out. Okay, it did end up being like that whole jar. Add my chicken. More than 2 cups. I must have cooked too much chicken, oops. I just did mine in my Instant Pot, super easy. 1 cup of shredded mozzarella to the top of that. I think I have just enough. Sweet. Or too much. I keep going over on these recipes a little bit. Oh my goodness. So there's all of our ingredients. We have the tortellini, the Alfredo sauce, the pesto, the chicken, and the mozzarella. We're gonna stir all this together. Okay, pour into your 9x13 pan or foil pan or whatever it is that you have. And we're gonna top it with some Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna be about out of that. Okay, and then cover with saran wrap and foil and pop it into your freezer. That's all there is to it. To cook it straight from the freezer, pull it out frozen, make sure you take the plastic wrap off, cover it with foil, cook it at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 50 minutes, take the foil off and go like another 10 minutes. Serve it with some garlic bread, make a salad for the side. You've got yourself a nice little pasta dish. I'm gonna throw the rest of this mozzarella on here so I can throw that bag away, throw that away. Next up, sesame honey chicken lettuce cups. This one is gonna use 2 bags, 1 gallon one and 1 smaller one. This one's gonna be cooked in a skillet or a wok. So all I'm gonna put in the big bag is about 2 pounds of chicken chunked up into bite-sized pieces and cornstarch. Oops. And 1/3 cup of cornstarch, and we're gonna mush it all together. Okay, so this one will seal up right now and kind of like do this business so all the chicken gets coated. So when it comes time to cook this one, all my mom has to do is pull this out in the morning probably so it'll thaw, dump this into a wok with oil, and then she's gonna pour the seasoning packet. You know, once the chicken's cooked, add the flavoring packet, which I'll mix up right now, and then serve it in lettuce cups, and that's it. If she doesn't want to do that, she could totally serve it over rice and put like shredded lettuce on top or something like that. Okay, we got a 1/4 cup of honey right in there. So sticky. 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. The minced garlic again, we're just gonna go garlic powder. 1 teaspoon of sesame seeds. I do happen to keep these in my pantry just all the time. A little bit of crushed red pepper flakes. Here are mine. I make them myself. They're very spicy. So I'm just gonna do a little pinch. Okay, maybe a little more. I mean, it is a lot of chicken, so it'll be okay. Okay, we're going to fold that up right now. Kind of mix that just a little bit. It won't be that big of a deal. So I'm gonna get a new bag and I'm gonna add the chicken bag and the flavoring packet in this one. And I'm gonna write on it how to cook it so mom knows exactly what to do. There's one more. Last up, we have beef and broccoli teriyaki. So in this quart-sized bag, I have a little over 1 pound of sliced steak. You can use any steak that you want. I think this was round steak, a really, really cheap cut that I had in my freezer. I sliced it myself really thin. It's easy to cut when it's frozen, so I did mine frozen. And then I have a 1/4 cup of cornstarch again, just like the chicken. And I'm gonna, you know, mush it around so it's all coated and stuff. Okay, bag 1. Bag 2 is going to be the sauce, or teriyaki sauce for the meal. It's gonna be soy sauce, brown sugar, garlic. Let's put those in first. My soy sauce is almost gone now. Add that to the shopping list. 1/4 cup of brown sugar. I'm just gonna use the granulated garlic again. Otherwise it would be about a teaspoon or so of garlic. I'm gonna add some more sesame seeds to this, and you can do fresh ginger if you have it. I'm just gonna use ground ginger in mine. Sesame oil and crushed red pepper flakes. You only need 1/2 teaspoon of the sesame oil. This stuff is really strong flavored. I got mine just at Walmart. I don't have a good Asian market or anything, so I can't give you a nice brand to buy. Really, really strong flavors on the sesame oil. So, you know, don't accidentally dump too much. Okay, that is my flavoring packet. So we have my beef, my teriyaki. Now let's get the broccoli. All right, I'm gonna use this gallon Ziploc bag to put those 2 smaller bags in. So we'll put the flavoring packet in there, our steak packet in there. Remember, this is already frozen, so it's not like I'm like thawing and refreezing. And I'm gonna add 4 cups of broccoli. I have the frozen one because it's easy. You can also use fresh if you want. And we're gonna dump that on top. I'm totally not measuring. I did about a little over 1/2 of that bag. Okay, there it is. My beef and broccoli teriyaki. And this one's going to be cooked in the skillet like the sesame honey chicken. So you're gonna cook the steak until it's cooked, add the broccoli, add the sauce, and serve it over rice. Those are my 5 freezer meals, you guys. I'm done. I've been working on this for like less than an hour and everything is finished. And my mom is gonna have all of these meals to serve to my kids while I'm gone, and she barely has to do any work at all. So that's super exciting. Before I head out, I did want to mention that my sister started a YouTube channel. Her link will be down below in the description box. Hers is all about her struggles with gaining weight during stress and her journey back to the bodybuilding stage. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check her out. First link in the description box for you. And if you liked this recipe video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Tell me down in the comments which recipe you are going to be trying, or if you have already done one of these that you enjoy, or give me another freezer meal recipe that is like so stinking easy, just like this. I mean, I can wrap my brain around this. Lastly, when do you like to utilize freezer meals? Is it when grandma and grandpa are coming to watch the kids? Is it because you work full time and you're too exhausted, so you use your Saturday to get these things done? I would really like to know. I had a great time with you guys today trying something new for me, and I will let you know what my mom and my kids think about these meals later on. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.